The work, One Small Step for a Man, Hello, Goodbye, is part of a larger research I do in the last 2 years on the notion of social imaginaries. So for me, it was important to work on something that has been characterized as a disability, inability, better, of our time to imagine alternative ways of living. Alternative political and social ways of being together. And we know, of course, from politics that we live in this time of no alternative, so we cannot easily imagine other ways of existing outside capitalism. I was very shocked when I read this, and I also unfortunately believe that it's partly true. So I wanted through this work to challenge it, to try and see how we can produce today, especially through art, social imaginaries. And then, in order to do that, I turned to a time in history where social imaginaries were much more vivid, let's say, and that was the 60s and the 70s. And especially the social imaginaries of that time were especially invested on our relationship to space, which now declines a bit. We don't really believe so much in it. And in the research, at some point I encountered archive the message that NASA has sent in 1977 to space called Voyager Golden Record. And that was a message, a full message, including greetings, images from Earth, sounds, music, and a statement of the President of the United States saying that this is a message from us, this is where we are, giving the position of Earth in the universe, and then introducing potential extraterrestrial beings to life on Earth. I found it very interesting as an idea. And then in the performance, we work exactly with these two performers on stage, represent in some way a very famous image that was sent together with this archive. It's a naked man and a naked woman waving. So starting from that, the two performers try to re-narrate life on Earth as if this is unknown to the beings that are listening to it. So as if the message becomes live and meets its potential audience. And then they try to re-narrate life on Earth. So there is then the form of the piece was also a very important decision for me, because I decided to create a very intimate kind of setting. We are only 24 people around the table. The table is served with drinks and food, so the performers really host their visitors. And in this small setting, that's why also One Small Step for a Man, which is the first part of Armstrong's phrase when he landed on the moon. So it's only the small, and in this small there is a reversal, let's say, in operation. So the audience enters, there are two weird people starting to narrate life on their planet, and then very soon you slowly start realizing that this life is your own planet. So it's a kind of, let's say, it's a gesture of trying to present the banality of our everyday life as science fiction. So make it weird, alienate it, with the potential, of course, to reimagine it, to reimagine things that we take really for granted and we don't even think of, such as the way we eat, the way we walk, really, really banal things.